Okay, welcome to a very special Box Office Maniacs. We're doing all 6 films from the Star Wars saga. With the Star Wars The Force Awakens coming out in December, we decided we're going to do all 6 films because we've never actually reviewed the movies. We reviewed the Clone Wars, but we've never done the actual film.
And what we're reviewing them from is this Blu-Ray box set that came out several years ago called The Complete Saga. And we actually even did an unboxing of this, if you remember, and we showed the whole box of this on here, so we're not going to show that. But that's what we're reviewing them from, is this Blu-Ray set here.
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Review it.
Okay.
Review it.
I'm going to review it. You stop me.
Do it. Good job so far, Vince. You're doing a good job. Keep going. Keep it up.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to talk about is
Star Wars? Star Wars?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Star Wars now.
Keep focused, Vince.
When George Lucas announced that he was going to do the prequel trilogy, I was excited. I couldn't wait to see this. I was as excited to see this movie probably as much as I was excited to see The Force Awakens. And I was there 12:01 a.m. when this movie came out. And I was actually on television getting interviewed that night. And when I came out of the theater, the news reporter was there, and he asked me, well, what'd you think of it? And being that I was so excited and had such a good time, and I was so pumped up for this film, I was like, it's great. It's fantastic. I loved it. It's as good as the other ones.
Hey, Vince?
Yeah.
Vince?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
No, I'm reviewing this.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So I was super stoked to see it. I loved it when I came out of the theater. Then I went and saw it again. And then I went and saw it again because I had family and friends that hadn't seen it yet, so I ended up seeing it with them. By the time this movie came out to VHS and I watched it again...
Hey, Vince?
It was like each time I watched it, my enthusiasm for this film got less and less and less.
It starts out really good. I actually liked the beginning of it. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. And then they're walking through the forest and they meet Jar Jar. You alright?
No, I'm choking.
So I'm sitting there, and as soon as he came on screen, my stomach just, it was like a roller coaster. It just dropped. Like you're going down the hill, it went boom! It just dropped in the seat. And literally, and that's completely an honest truth of when I seen him and he started talking, I was like, oh my god, what is this?
So that's your review?
That was it. That's my whole, I'm done.
Here's what I gotta say about Jar Jar. That's the one thing that I constantly hear since the time this movie came out. Jar Jar, Jar Jar,
Jar Jar.
Jar Jar, Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
It's like nobody can get past that character for some odd, stupid reason.
He is annoying. Any point that he's on screen ruins the shot. I mean, he's not funny. He's annoying. His voice is like having fingernails scratching on a chalkboard, and there was nothing redeemable about that character. Redeemable? Redeemable. Now I'm talking like him.
And I disagree.
How? I mean, he's just annoying, Vince. It's just an annoying character.
I disagree because I don't think he's the best of characters, not by a long shot. He's not one of my favorite at all, but I never found him that bad. I never found him to be that horrible of a character. Yes, he's annoying, but that's what he's supposed to be.
And that's stupid. Why put something so ridiculously annoying in a film to annoy people?
He's actually one of the more entertaining parts of this movie.
Oh my god. No. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Here's my character that is more annoying than Jar Jar. You getting ready for this?
Is it Anakin Skywalker?
It is Anakin Skywalker. He is completely freaking annoying. Terrible. Terrible. And he's the focus of the film.
And I completely agree with what you're saying about Anakin. His acting was atrocious in the film. Just absolutely atrocious. But even worse than his acting is his mother's acting. His mother just has zero emotion. She's like, Okay, we're going. Anakin's leaving. Bye, Anakin. Just don't turn around. Just go. Just leave.
I was going to go there next. Yes, his mom is second to him as far as bad acting. You have Anakin there.
It's working! It's working! It's working! Oh my.
Stick a pitchfork through my head.
Anakin had bad acting. I'll give him that. He's a horrible actor, and he was annoying, but he just wasn't going.
It's working! Qui-Gon told me to stay in this cockpit, and that's what I'm gonna do. Now this is pod racing.
If you watch the movie, it's like the whole first probably 45 to 50 minutes is mostly Jar Jar making terrible jokes. It's stupid. But then once they get to the pod race, that whole sequence that lasts, what, like 15, 20 minutes, to me is still amazing. It's just watching it on DVD, and if you have a good surround sound system, oh my god, it's just amazing. The sounds of the pod racing and all of that, and the Tusken Raiders shooting at them, and spectacular. That whole little sequence there, I thought was amazing.
Bottom line, I like the film, but I don't like it like I should. And there's things in it that are fantastic, like the pod race, and the Jedi battle, and actually the battle droids and all that. There's things in here that are really Star Wars, and they're really good. And then there's things like Anakin that is just terrible. The thing that bothers me even more about it is all the CGI. It's like the whole movie is a cartoon with live actors in it.
Well, that did bother me the first time I saw it, but actually, I'm so used to it now. I mean, because everything is CG. Just about every movie, there's some sort of, CG in it. So, actually, all these years later that I watched it, the CG stuff didn't bother me so much.
Well, yeah, I'm used to it. I mean, that's the movie. It's the film. But I'm just saying that it's just this overload of CGI.
The whole battle I loved. The whole putting the dome over the Gungans and the battle droids. I loved that. I thought that was really good. And, of course, the amazing Darth Maul that's in this movie, and the incredible lightsaber duel. I mean, and the John Williams music, that was incredible. I mean, that's some of the best stuff ever.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, the soundtrack to this is just, it's as amazing, if not more amazing, than some of the stuff he did for the original trilogy.
The Duel of the Fates is one of the best things I think John Williams ever did.
Here they've got this incredible Sith character, and he's in the movie for all of a cumulative 5 minutes, maybe, if that. But he has some of the best scenes ever in Star Wars, and he's just an incredible character. And I have to give it up for Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson, because they did a superb job. That was one thing about this movie that when I came out of it, that was actually the one thing I was really excited about, was Ewan McGregor playing Obi-Wan. I thought he did an amazing job.
Midi-chlorians. Go.
I'm not crazy about the midichlorian thing. I never was. But they explain it more in episode 3.
Anakin's mother, he asked who the father was. She's like, there was no father. If I was Qui-Gon Jinn, I'd be first thing, I was like, what? What do you mean there was no father? What are you talking about? So midi-chlorians created Anakin?
Kind of.
That's stupid, Vince.
No.
Dumbest thing ever.
Are you going to let me talk?
Your review's over, Vince.
I'm not crazy about the midichlorian thing. I never was. Why do you need to explain something like that? I mean, pretty much Obi-Wan explained it in A New Hope in episode 4. He explained the Force. That was all you really needed to know about it.
Get back to lore here. I want your opinion on this, Vince. As a Star Wars expert, as you are, I need your opinion on this.
Okay.
Okay, so they create this entire army of these battle droids, right?
Right.
They have no sense whatsoever. And actually, I personally thought they were funny. Unlike Jar Jar's horrible humor, I really liked the battle droids. I mean, they were pretty funny because they just had like a dry sense of humor, And I don't have any problem with the battle droids whatsoever. I think they were cool looking, and they're funny. I mean, I don't have a problem with them.
Okay.
So if you can build a destroyer droid, Vince, a thing that throughout all 3 movies that nobody could freaking kill them, because like, when they show up, they just kind of run because they can't do anything with them because they're so crazy powerful. They have an actual force field around them, and they're really a powerful thing. And if you can build something like that, why not build a whole army of those instead of the stupid battle droids?
I don't know. I didn't write it.
Why don't they have all these ships with the destroyers? I mean, it would have killed all the Gungans. All they had to do is roll into the area and just kill all the Gungans. I mean, that would have been the end of the story.
Yeah, there you go. It'd be the end of the story, so there wouldn't be any story.
What are you going to give Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Jar Jar?
It's a movie that I don't necessarily hate, but I don't necessarily like. And I find it to be the weakest one of the 6 films, or now 7 films. Even though I haven't seen the 7th film, but it looks like it's going to be pretty freaking good. You know, to me, it is the weaker of the 6 films. But I don't necessarily completely hate it. It's got some great stuff in it. It's got some bad stuff in it. It's got Jake Lloyd as Anakin in it. All these years, for the first time, I'm going to give it a review of 3 out of 5.
All right, well, like I said, there was a lot to like in this film, and there was a lot to hate in this film. But I actually liked it more than I hated it, to tell you the truth. Because I liked the beginning of it. I hated, of course, all of the horrible, awful Jar Jar crap. But once, like, it was like the first half of the film. It was screaming, hollering Jar Jar, making horrible, stupid jokes and sticking his tongue out and whatever, stupid. Then the second half of the film seemed like they didn't have him in it as much, which was a relief for me. And the story picked up, and of course you had the Sith, which was Darth Maul. I think he's one of the best characters of the whole Star Wars universe. A 4 out of 5.
Wow, I really wasn't expecting that.
It's a good story, and it has the incredible soundtrack at the end and the whole lightsaber battle, and that alone gave it an extra star.
So there you have it. Come back and see what we thought about the other 5 films in this great, fantastic, awesome, excellent, superb saga we call Star Wars.
Okay, now let's go right. Let's go left. We'll try spinning.